Hey, greetings everyone from our home to yours. I hope that this finds you safe and well. Welcome to another Sunday in Lent. Our passage for today is found in all four Gospels, and it's the story of the woman anointing Jesus's feet with oil. And so the time frame of this story is that it's about 6 days before Jesus eats his last Passover with his disciples. And it seems to be that this is a special meal right after Jesus had raised Lazarus from the dead. And it may be a celebration. And so Mary, instead of serving dinner with Martha, she's there to anoint Jesus' feet with oil. Now, this oil that she's anointing Jesus' feet with is a very expensive spikenard that talks about being worth a year's wages. And what's really important to know about spikenard is that it was often used in trade, but it really stinks. I mean, it stinks really bad. Think teenager stinky feet, been in the gym locker for months, stinky. That's kind of what spikenard smelled like, according to those who have smelled it. So if you read all four of these passages and you look at the differences in it, Matthew and Mark do not name this woman, and they kind of have it act like they don't know who she is. But it does take place at Simon the leper's house before Jesus' crucifixion, so the time frame's right. And we do see that the disciples grumble about the cost of the spikenard, but Luke portrays the woman as a sinner who cleans Jesus' feet with her tears and with the perfume, and then dries his feet with her hair and kisses them. He also adds that the Pharisees condemn her for this and then question Jesus about letting her do this. But the background of this woman and her failures or not are really not, they're not the points of this passage. That's not what this is about. But when you hear sermons about this, a lot of people like to try and point out her background. Now, for those that were witnessing this action, their feelings at that time, the culture, could have ranged from almost pornographic, like get a room, to a very solemn, very reverent religious ceremony. But we do know that it was very extravagant because all accounts agree that the perfume was very expensive. Some claim that she got the money because she was a prostitute. Others say that she inherited the money. And it was more than likely an heirloom of the time. And it was the job of the servants or the host of the house to, if they didn't have servants, to clean the feet. But usually they didn't use their hair to dry the feet. And so in many ways, what Mary did, her actions were very prophetic about the coming of Jesus' death and the anointing the dead body with frankincense and myrrh to stop the smell. But the point is that this prophetic worship, this act of worship, was missed by the people who should have caught it. The point is that Mary, who's not named by a couple of the disciples, did something as an act of worship to Jesus that others thought she shouldn't have done, that others thought she was not worthy to do. And how many times in our lives today have we thought that so-and-so was not worthy to come to church, or we thought that so-and-so, how can they be a Christian, or whatever it is, good, bad, or indifferent? We often place our own values upon other people. But Jesus doesn't. Jesus sees into our heart. He sees what we're trying to do. He sees the motivation. And I think that's the point of this, is that Jesus sees us. He saw this woman that no one else saw. He saw this woman, and she worshiped him in a way that others thought was strange or wrong. But Jesus accepted it because it was worship. So what I'm trying to say is that maybe there is no right way, meaning that there is no textbook way to worship Jesus. And sometimes people raise their hands when they sing. Some people like fast songs. Some people like slow songs. Some people like to read the Bible. Some people don't like to read the Bible because it's hard for them. Some people don't like crowds. Some people don't like loud noises. But the point is, in this season of Lent, to worship Jesus and let Jesus see you, because he does. He values you and he honors you. Grace and peace to you. God bless you.